Happy Valley is back to Wednesday night this week. Welcome to Racing to Win, where it's previewed for you, and it's a 9-race program. Joined in the studio today by the boys. Tom Wood is here and Nick Child is as well. And Nick, this is a very good quality Wednesday night meeting.
Yeah, cracking card, Mark. A couple of Class 1 races there, look, and there's some very smart horses going around as well, and some competitive races further down the class spectrum. And it is, of course, the finale of the DBS and Manulife Million Challenge, everyone's favourite challenge.
Absolutely, we'll talk more about that shortly. Are there jackpots? Tom Wood.
There is one jackpot, Mark. Hello to you and to everyone. It's for the 6-up, 2.6 million, so that is worth having a crack at with the 9 races. So that kicks off midway through the card, the 6-up there. No other jackpots, but there are some very good ones coming up at the weekend for City Hong Kong Gold Cup Day, including the Triple Trio.
There is indeed. But we're going to go back to Tuesday morning firstly. Nick, you're the man behind the binoculars calling this trial, so you're best placed to talk us through the efforts of Lucky Sweynesse, Fallon and also Beauty Crescent.
He was very good here, Lucky Sweynesse, and you know, he's closed off in his trial really nicely, and he's only just gone through the gears really more than anything. He wasn't given a hard time at all. They went a pretty good pace. The horse in front took them along for the most part, and Lucky Sweynesse has closed off nicely. So he looks to be in decent form, Tom.
Yeah, look, I don't know who beats him when it comes to the Queen's Silver Jubilee Cup. I think it's clear and even that he's not the same horse he was 12 months ago, whether there's something underlying that they can't find or whatnot with him, but seemed to go okay there, I thought. But again, if he doesn't win the Queen's Silver Jubilee Cup, who beats him when it comes to that race in a couple of weeks' time?
That is a very good point. We'll certainly preview that race on an upcoming Racing to Win and try and find out if there is a horse to beat Lucky Sweynesse. But Matthew Poon riding for Manfred Mann this morning. James McDonald rides in the Queen's Silver Jubilee. Off to Happy Valley on Wednesday night and the meeting details for this one. It is meeting 48, C plus 3 course, so inside gates do have quite a good record from most starts, certainly the 12 and 1650. Class 1 racing, and they are the 2 races we preview on the show. The 1650 second race and the 1200 metre Singapore Pools handicap at 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. But as you said, Nick, the culmination of the DBS Manulife Challenge comes up this week. How's your maths?
We'll try and give it a good shot here, Mark, because there are a number of horses who do have their chance, of course, to actually win this challenge. And you can see there the asterisks donating those that are running their co-partner ambition, of course, 45 points. That's 15 points for a win. So should he win, that would obviously take him to very much the top of the leaderboard. But Majestic Knight, Sompak Fu, all in there as well with good points to add to their tallies. And Torbjorn Prince, Tomodachi Kokoro as well. Tom, he's been in good form.
Yeah, Tomodachi Kokoro has been in good form, so if he picks up some points, he can leapfrog a few there. Co-partner ambition only has to even run second to get to the top of the ladder there, the way he's going. Majestic Knight would need to win to leapfrog up to 54, and if he was to run second, he still gets into about 3rd position there, Majestic Knight. And the other one, Sompak Fu, if he was to win, he can leapfrog them all as well. I think he's got a very good winning chance. Sompak Fu coming back to Happy Valley.
I'm going to talk more about him shortly because he does feature in one of the races we preview on the show, Sompak Fu. Danny Shum and Benno Young with 6 of the top 10 on the leaderboard for the DBS Manulife Challenge. But here is the first of the Class 1s over the 1650. Telecom Fighters had a spin around on the all-weather over the 1200 last time. Happy Together is the January Cup winner. La City Blanche ran second behind Happy Together in the January Cup. Dancing Code goes to the 1650 for the first time. He has raced over the mile. Nordic Dragon has the blinkers off, and Rising from Ashes has moved stables. He's going to have his first start for Michael Cheng. Speed here, Nick, easy one with Telecom Fighters in the race.
Yeah, always. You know, he is obviously a dyed-in-the-wall leader and certainly the logical pace setter in this race. Nordic Dragon could well sit closest to him there. He could take advantage from an inside draw. And Happy Together, I think he'll get a nice trail into the race. Mr. Ascendancy perhaps towards his outside. But a small field, Tom, they should all get their chance, hopefully.
They should do. Telecom Fighters, look, the pace stays good there, but they've been running some slow first sections recently at Happy Valley, so that could even come into play here. We've had one race the other day, 29-2. It doesn't get much slower than that. They won't go that slow, but he'll be trying to well rate him in front.
He will indeed, and it's a very small field. But Tom's been out to Sha Tin this morning also doing the interviews and spoke to the rider of Mr. Ascendancy, Harry Bentley.
Harry, Mr. Ascendancy only having his 4th run this season. What was your overall take on his last run in a pace-dominated race on the all-weather?
Yeah, really happy with it. You know, he ran a mighty race, I thought, in defeat, and his previous run to that as well was good. So clearly he's turned a bit of a corner with his form, and yeah, he's in good order.
How do you feel about him coming back to Happy Valley? He's only had limited starts here, but he has placed in the past.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. You know, he is a galloper, but I like the 1650 for him, and yeah, I'm hopeful of a good run at the Valley.
He trialled back on the 9th on the all-weather over 1,200 metres. Were you pleased enough with what he produced that morning?
Yeah, pleased enough. You know, he always gets taken off his feet a little bit over that distance in the trials, but he gave me a good feel.
What about Class 3, 1650, a small field, only 6 other rivals, barrier 7 of 7, no doubt it'll be tactical sort of set up the race?
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. Obviously, Happy Together is my main sort of target, I would expect, but you know, he's quite a straightforward ride, and he can sit wherever and be pretty happy. He's not going to pull or anything like that, so we'll just see how we break, and obviously I'll speak to Ricky and see what tactics we want to adopt.
Another winner at the weekend for Casper Found's always been an avid supporter of yours, so were things ticking along relatively well?
Yeah, happy with how things are going. Obviously, very grateful for Casper with the support, and you know, Packing Hurricane's been a great support of mine. So I've had a couple of wins on him now. So yeah, hopefully more to come.
There's Harry Bentley. Tom, how did you see Mr. Ascendancy's chances in this race?
I think he's got a chance in this race, Mark. It's only a small field. He shouldn't be too far off the pace, and he wasn't too far away from them last time out, just the way the race was run by Ulver St Paul's. He couldn't get past him over the final stages, but I'm not worried about him. Happy Valley, barrier 7, it will be a small tactical affair, so he shouldn't be too far away, and he should be somewhere near the pace, one would think.
And let's not forget, he is a Class 1 winner off this mark of 85, so he's got all the right credentials to go well here.
Good report for Mr. Ascendancy. These two know each other well. Nick, this is 2 starts ago, the Centenary Vase. Actually, it's last start for them. We'll see their run 2 starts ago shortly. The Centenary Vase, this was Group 3 company over at Sha Tin. La City Blanche 4th, Happy Together 7th, without a whole lot of room on the inside.
Yeah, quite, and there he is. You can see with the red cap, the purple, and the sort of the white chevron there, and you know, he hasn't got all the racing room, so he's had to just wait on in there, Alexi Bedell, and I guess if he could have his time again or run the race again, you'd hope he'd get better luck. So he was very unlucky. La City Blanche, nice effort from this horse. Usually sort of turns up, runs his race, and he's only a one-time winner from 15, but he's pretty honest. Yeah,
he certainly needs to go in as well, just the way he's going. He's got a little bit more weight to carry this time round, though, however, has La City Blanche. He's been out of the handicaps a bit. Happy Together, I think, look, he can win this race. If he produces what he has done at Happy Valley in the past, he was really unlucky there last time out. Just like the way he quickened through the gap when it eventually arrived when it was too late.
Here he is, Tom. Now, this is going back to the January Cup a couple of starts ago. He wins this race, Happy Together. La City Blanche second, rising from ashes last 2. Pulled up Aurora last time and then disappointed over the 1650. Now, they are coming back to the 1650 for the race this week. We've also got Telecom Fighters, who's likely going to set up the tempo. Finds the 1800 too far, normally Telecom Fighters, so 1650 better for him, and Happy Together is 1 for 1 at the trip. And let's not forget Telecom Fighters is a 7-time course and distance winner, but did struggle last time out on the all-weather. But when Happy Together loomed up here at the 200 metres, he put this race to bed a long way out, and there is La City Blanche chasing him at home again. So I think Happy Together can certainly win, and La City Blanche a definite must for first 4 players. Yeah, I think so, Tom. Look, he's the one they've got to beat, Happy Together, and you know, if whatever's finishing in front of him, will certainly be winning the race. Dancing Code, Nick. Now, he's been everywhere, and 1400 last time. He ran 8th over the mile 2 starts ago, placed his 2 over 1400 before that. He's a horse that's had so much bad luck this season, isn't he? He has, yeah, look, and, you know, it's a shame, really, because obviously he's a very talented horse. We probably haven't seen the best of him on occasions, but first go at this trip could be very interesting with him, and both he and Happy Together can both stake claim to having unbeaten records around here. So there's quite a little bit on the line, and on his day, Tom, with a clear run, he's more than capable. And this has been a good form race here, of course, behind Mugen or Tulla Bagil, won the other day, Red Lion, How Deep Is Your Love? So there's plenty of good form out of that race to suggest he's a big player here. I wouldn't be too worried about the 1650 as well. He's trialled really nicely since too. Just needs that luck in the run this week. He does, yeah. That is Dancing Code. Nordic Dragon, Tom, where's he at? Because he is a horse that we know very well around Happy Valley, being a 5-time winner over the 1200. However, first time 1650, has struggled in Class 2 and goes up to Class 1 this week.
I can't have him here. He's been shockingly disappointing, that horse, this season. He's 0 from 6. He won last season 5 of 8, but he's looked nowhere near the same horse this season.
No, absolutely. And look, he peaked last year, didn't he? He got to a level and he was doing obviously good things, but trip form this year, there's enough to go against him here for mine.
All right, so he is not in. Who wins it, Tom?
Yeah, on top here, Mark is happy together. He's the one they have to all beat here. Luckless run last time out, but when he quickened up, when the gap eventually arrived last time in the handicap race at Sha Tin, he quickened through it nicely, and there was only about 3 lengths covering the top 8 in that race. It's between him and Dancing Code. Last City Blanche, I think, has to go in as well. He's been very consistent in those Group 3 handicap races, and Mr. Ascendancy shouldn't be too far away in the run. I thought he probably had some of the better form out of a few others in this race. So 2, 4, 3 and 7.
Yeah, also with the 2 here, look, I think it's an easy one really on form and all that we know, and obviously he has won the feature race run at Happy Valley, the January Cup this horse. So happy together for mine to keep hold of his unbeaten record. Dancing Code won't be too far away, La City Blanche in, and Mr. Ascendancy down at the bottom with a lightweight. 2, 4, 3, 7.
Let us look at the first of the Class 1s at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. On the way to the break, don't forget, huge day coming up at Sha Tin Sunday. Group 1 racing is back with the City Hong Kong Gold Cup.
Voyage Bubble goes with him, favourite takes over. Voyage Bubble in front, he is going well, he is going to win the Stewards Cup. Voyage Bubble. Romantic Warrior boldly strides up to them, and McDonald sent him to the lead. He's going a great race. Leader Romantic Warrior, he's clinging on. Romantic Warrior. Straight Aaron's coming after him though. It's Straight Aaron taking over from Sword Point. Straight Aaron.
Welcome back to Racing to Win. The break has just been on, so we know what that means. It's time for Tom, and as Paul's not here, you're the man for the job again, and we're bringing the ladies onto the show today.
We are bringing the ladies onto the show. We've got race 8, number 7, Bonza Perla, who has been racing quite well, Bonza Perla, out of the Pierre Ung stable. Took her a little wee while to find her feet here in Hong Kong, but when she did win, she won exceptionally well and then pulled up with blood in the track here. And last time out, this was 5th. Now, she missed the kick here at the start, but you can see her making good ground towards the inside and was held up very late in this race as well. The first 800, 46.47, which was 0.32 slower than standard. So it was a good effort over the final stages from Bonza Perla. And this week she's come up with barrier number 1 for Alexi Bedell, who was the man to get the win on Bonza Perla. So that is race 8, number 7, Bonza Perla, 1 for the ladies.
Bonza Perla, there you go. The last run reminder for Tom for this week's Racing to Win. We need to move on now to the second of the previews. It is the Class 1 over the 1,200 metres. It's race number 4. And Duke Y is having just his 3rd start at Happy Valley. He's coming back in trip. Adios is first up after bleeding at the trials on the 7th of November. Son Pak Fu ran 4th in Group 1 company last time. Kirpany missed a start on the 7th of January. He was lame in the left 4. Majestic Knights won 2 from his last 4. Bundle of Charms flying, first time in Class 1 for him. And Tomodachi Kokoro, the Cairns Fly doesn't need Class 2. He's jumping straight from Class 3 to Class 1 on the back of that last start victory. Bit of pace here. Nick Kirpany and Majestic Knight notably like to go forward, but so too does Tomodachi Kokoro.
Yeah, there should be a whole bundle of pace on here. I mean, Kirpany has drawn a good gate and does have the claim as well going on, so I would expect him to go forward. Majestic Knight and Tomodachi Kokoro won't be too far away. Obviously, as you say, they can front run, so expect them to be prominent. Bundle of Charm, he's turning out again. He's in good form. I think he'll just sit behind them with Adios, Tom.
Well, Duke Y actually led last time out, but again, he was a bit keen up in front. It was Duke Y, but you'd expect Kirpany, Majestic Knight to certainly be there, and hopefully Kirpany can be well rated by Alice Wong.
We're going straight to an interview Tom has done with Jerry Chow now on a horse that loves Happy Valley but raced great at Sha Tin last time. He's, of course, Son Pak Fu.
Jerry, Son Pak Fu's been a real find for you over the last 12 months. What did you make of his last run for 4th in the Group 1 sprint?
It's very impressive for me. Last run is a good run race, and all the top horses, and he won very well, and I'm very proud of him. Yeah.
When you go back and review a race like that and you look at the replay, would you have done anything different maybe from the 600 last start?
But if can go again, and maybe we can go a bit earlier, but my horse he already off the bridle, and I think everything is going good.
What is it about Happy Valley that he seems to enjoy so much? What is it about the circuit, the style of racing there that suits his style of racing?
I think Happy Valley shoot him more because the pace always go a bit fast, and he like come from behind and chase a leader. Yeah, and I think Happy Valley will shoot him better.
How's he come through his last run? You do most of his track work on him. You happy with what he's been doing in the mornings?
Yeah, after last week, I feel like he improved again, and he always is in a good form, and I looking forward he will win a good race again.
You had a bit of illness and you've come back and had a double at the weekend for Benno Jung. You've got a great association with Benno this season. It must give you a lot of confidence when you're jumping aboard his horses at the moment.
Yeah, because in morning track work I all ride for him, and I know his horses, and make a good connection with his horses and him, and so in the race more everything going smooth. Yeah.
More on Benno shortly, Nick, but this is the graphic about Son Pak Fu. He was huge last time at Sha Tin.
A fantastic run, really, yeah. I mean, there's no way to describe it. I mean, the way he's run on, obviously, he didn't get the clearest of pastures there either, and he's run on behind, very decent horses there at a massive price, up in grade in a huge way. But his record here, Tom, is something quite extraordinary, really.
Yeah, he's been flying around Happy Valley. He's won twice this season, and he won 4 times last season, so 6 overall from 19. But being held up, sort of coming around the turn when the others made their move was, I think, a little costly for him. Whether he would have finish third or not, that's debatable, but no, he's in grand form at the moment.
Benno Jung, Tom, off a double on the weekend, striking top 3, just under 30% for February.
Yeah, and he's let out some nice younger horses recently as well, has Benno, so still got some armoury, I think, in his stable to come. He's got Great Achiever, who had a scruffy run last time out. Turtle again has got a light weight, but he's been racing good hard. Tourbillon Prince, another one that gets an opportunity, does Tourbillon Prince in race number 7.
You're keen on one of them in particular, Nick?
Well, yeah, I think there could be 2 winners on that list, in fairness. So, yeah, so watch out, look out.
All right, Benno the man with just the 4 runners at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. This horse, Nick, a bundle of charm, running 3rd at his most recent start after winning on the all-weather last time. Now, he's lightly tried at Happy Valley. He's yet to win here, but he's certainly racing in grand form at the moment.
Yeah, he's not losing any fans. If anything, he's probably gaining them, this guy. He's up to mark of 90 now. Now, there was a period last season where he struggled to win one off of £20 lower or thereabouts, but he's taken his form to a whole new level. And typically of the John size horses, I don't think it's going to be too long in him winning around here, Tom. He's very versatile.
Yeah, and he was on a quick back up there last time out as well. Had a bit of a tough run, 3 wide, no cover. Last season he won 2, but he'd been stranded on ratings of anywhere between 70 all the way up to 77 for a very long time. So it took him a long time to win again, but no, he's in good form at the moment.
Tomodachi Kokoro, Tom, you have to dip your peaky blinders cap to David Hayes with what he's done with this horse, because came here with Cairns form and you thought, oh, but he's really raced well.
Yeah, it was questionable form to say the least, but he is a horse that has acclimatised very well here. He's slightly out of the handicap here, but we've seen those horses that have been out of the handicap in other races this season performing very well, and he shouldn't be too far away behind the speed. He really surged late last time out over Beauty Wave, so he has to be in with a massive shout again. I know it's a big step up, but he's in it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And look, I mean, yeah, that form was questionable, but he's certainly done good things here.
He has indeed. On the comeback trail, Nick, is Adios. His last start was on the 22nd of October. He's had 2 trials since he bled in that one on the 7th of November. We know him. He's more than proven course and distance.
He is indeed, yeah. 7 runs, a couple of wins and a placed effort as well. And look, Fresh might be the time to catch him. I mean, he's trialled up quite nicely here. He has placed Fresh in the past. He's only had a couple of goes first up. He's dropped a bit of weight as well, so they've clearly done plenty of work with him here, Tom.
Yeah, that bleed was only on the 7th of November. From memory, it wasn't they're never good, but this was a particularly nasty one, I think, from memory. So it does surprise me they are back so quick with him, obviously, after that 3-month period, which is mandatory. Nothing wrong with his trials, and he's a twice course and distance winner at the Valley.
He is indeed. Class 1, so you'd expect, Tom, a good field, but who do you like?
I like cat number 3 here, Sonpak Fu Mark. I think he is the one to beat, especially on that Group 1 performance last time out, where he could have finished that bit closer, I thought, behind them there with Victor, the winner, ultimately winning that race. And in the end, he succumbed to 4th, but it was a grand run from him at a decent price. A 6-time course and distance winner. I think back to the Valley is really going to suit him here. Tomodachi Kokoro has to go in as well. He's certainly in terrific form around Happy Valley now, a 3-time course and distance winner, and he shouldn't be far away here. Give Bundle a Charm a shout, and then sort of struggled with the rest of them. Win Adios here, first up, maybe the time to catch him here. A 2-time course and distance winner, first up for 122 days, and comes out of a couple of group races where he did run 3rd behind Stoltz. So 3, 8, 6 and 2.
Yeah, also got on the 3 here, Sonpak Fu. I mean, his chance looks an obvious one, given his record around here and that run last time in Group 1 company. And I think if he produces that form, and obviously his form here at Happy Valley, he's going to be very, very hard to beat. So Sonpak Fu on top, Adios in for 2nd. As I say, this could be the time to catch him nice and fresh here. Well over 100 days off, given that bleed in that trial, but he does go well here. Kerpeny I've put in. Now he's likely to go forward, draws a good gate. He'll give you a good run. And Tomodachi Kokoro down at the bottom, light-weighted chance in the 4th. 3, 2, 4, 8.
That is the preview for race number 4. We've seen both the Class 1 races on the show, but if you want a preview for all of the other races at Happy Valley on Wednesday night, jump on the website hkjc.com and click on audio and video. But the end of the show is very close. Tom, who is the best bet?
Best bet, Mark, is Sonpak Fu. I think he can certainly win here for Jerry Chow and Benno Jung. That combination going particularly well at the moment. They've teamed up for 10 wins this season and 11 second placings. And here he is last time out. Of course, the race that was won by Victor, the winner, Lucky Sweynesse. Ultimately in this race, it does finish behind him, and it was held up at the early part of the straight here and really attacked the line solidly late last time out. Sonpak Fu, a 6-time course and distance win at Barrier 2, and you can see he just ran out of room a little bit late there as well. If there's ever an opportunity rather for Joyful Life, it has to be this horse's opportunity here in race 1, number 9. Drawn a gate, which is a positive for him. He's up for start number 5, Ricky Ute and Derek Long with race 1, number 9, Joyful Life. And the value in race, or the play in race 8, I should say, Wonder Kit to co-partner Ambition flying at the moment. Winning Icy, I think, interesting for Casper Founds, 1, 3 and 5.
Yeah, talking of Casper Founds, my best bet at race 7, number 1, Galaxy Witness. Now, I haven't quite withdrawn my membership to his fan club just yet, but I have considered it. He's on a 19-race losing streak, but I've got a distinct feeling this could have been the plan. This is a 60 to 85 rated race. He's 84. He's got some nice form around here. He's 2 from 2 in the grade. And for all this is an extended Class 3. He's meeting some slightly lesser rivals than what he has been racing against. So like him a lot. At the long shot, race 5, number 5, Take Action, up in trip. John Size, Brenton Abdullah have been teaming up well of late, and I think this horse can continue to improve. And the play, race 7, number 1, Galaxy Witness, Livero, the 9, and Red Hair King, number 12, down at the bottom.
Wait till the last. Number 5, Happy United, loves racing over the 1,000 metres. Good draw. Goes up a little in weight for him. His last start victory, but Jamie Richards has him absolutely flying, and he should be hard to beat again. Heyday on a Chungfar trial behind Satirical Glory. He was pushed along a little bit late, but from a good draw, thought he got an opportunity to do something. It does Heyday on Wednesday night, and the play in the 9th. Explosive Witness, last start winner. Heroic Master coming back to the 1,000. Struggled over the 1,200 again last time, but the 1,000 is his go. And Happy United in a QQP. Here is the diary for what is coming forward for racing in Hong Kong. We've got Sunday at Sha Tin and next Wednesday back to Happy Valley. But on that list there, Nick, the big one, Sunday, the Group 1 City Hong Kong Gold Cup, Romantic Warrior, Voyage Bubble Straight Aaron. Yeah, great race. Really looking forward to it, and it's always been a good race, Tom. Yeah, some excellent jackpots coming up at the weekend as well. And David Hall backing up Ortula Bagil over 1,600 metres. That is all coming up later in the week, but we will see you at Happy Valley on Wednesday night for the first of 9 at 6:40.